Hey guys, in the fast lane here. This right here is an LSV. It's an LS block with a B16A head. So we have VTEC and you get the cheap block. It's kind of like the poor man's GSR. But you get the cheap block and you can always swap these out. They're cheap in the junkyard, a lot of LS Integras. But today I just want to be going over just a quick brief of this engine's LS VTEC conversion. So right here, you have your oil pressure sensor. This would come right off the back of the block. Now the thread on this, it's not your ordinary thread. This is 1/8 inch BSPT, and that stands for British Standard Pipe Taper. Now, how it works is when you turn and tighten, it actually has a thicker thread at the top, so it gets tighter and tighter, kind of like an arrow. And once that happens, it locks in. I would use Honda Bond or Teflon tape. I really wouldn't use anything else. So don't go just putting like an M10 1.25 pitch in there. It will strip it right out. And then you go off a T, you can run right here, you can run another oil pressure sensor. This will, or not sensor, but the gauge. You can run it in your pillar or whatnot. And then you run it up here. This looks like, I'm gonna say this one is, it looks like a -3. It could be a -4. Anyhow, so you can run a 3-an or a 4-an off this, and you run it up here, and then you run it into the cylinder head right here. I know this fitting looks like an AN fitting, but it's actually not. It's the same as the engine block. It is a BSPT. So it's a British Standard Pipe Taper. Same thing. And this one right here is actually a 3/8. So a 3/8, and it looks like it's going to a -3 or a -4. They have kits out there that run them to a -6 or a 6AN. So you have really big, but those kits, the ones I've seen, they actually run them to the oil cooler sandwich. And it comes off with an MPT fitting to a -6, and then it runs right up here. At the end of the day, I would personally prefer to put it directly off the block. This is where Honda has the oil pressure sensor reading. There's a reason why they have it right there. Even on the GSRs with the sandwich, they don't have any NPT fittings to connect oil pressure sensor. They run it right here. And I think it has a lot to do with just the direct path. It's accurate, it gets the most pressure, and then you're running a -3, -4, and you're getting just a real good solid amount, steady amount, accurate amount of oil pressure to the cylinder head. Now that's just the outside. Then we come over here, and underneath, when you take the cylinder head off, I have this still bolted up, so I'm not gonna be able to pull it off tonight. But right over here, we can see how the engine block and then the cylinder head split. It's right here. There's the head gasket right there. Now on the thermostat side, right here on the intake side, this corner right here is where you're gonna see the dowel pin, and you're gonna have to tap the cylinder head oil port. We wanna block it off. And you'll get yourself a Allen key screw, and you'll drill the hole where the oil port is, and then you'll put some Honda Bond on it, or you could probably use some blue Loctite. I personally would go with the Honda Bond. So you coat the screw with it, put a little bit in the hole, and then tighten it. You just go until you get flush, or a little bit deeper than flush, because you don't want the cylinder head sitting up. And then you just leave it be. And you'll have to do, some people do a step down dowel pin, and other people will drill out the head gasket with the step down. Some of these step down dowel pins, they don't work with the head gasket too well, so you have to drill out the head gasket a little bit. Some of them, the step down's really good from what I've heard, and it'll just go right through with no problems. You'll be able to tell when you set it on there and it's still rocking. But I just kind of wanted to go over this, and while I have it out, it's been in my shop for quite some time. I want to point out, before you put the Allen key in, you have to drill and tap the oil port on the cylinder head. I mentioned that you'll need to install a step down dowel pin and an Allen key. You'll have to tap the Allen key in over here on the thermostat side, on the intake side. There's also one more that you'll have to install, and that's right over here. It's a step down dowel pin. You'll have to install it over here by the timing belt side. They're both on the intake side. Once you have those two right there and there installed, that's it. You don't have to worry about any on the exhaust side. We can pull off the valve cover right here. As you can see, it has GSR cams. A lot of people do it. It's kind of like a Frankenstein. And then I have, let's get this on there. Now looking at the valve cover, it has the bigger dual overhead cam, but it's missing the Honda logo. So this right here is a USDM, not the JDM version. The JDM version will have the Honda logo, little Honda logo right there, and it will not say Honda Motor Co. That's strictly on the GSR USDM. And then I have the GSR over here, it pretty much has the same exact valve cover. The JDM version basically has the Honda logo, and then it'll say just Honda right here. It will not say Honda Motor Corporation. Then we have, if you look right here, we have the PR3-4, and then that's pretty much it. You can tell these are the GSR cams. I'll give you guys a little secret. If you look right here, this is really the only way that I know of that you can identify these cams. If you look right here, you can see how it has 1, 2, 3. 3 little grooves, or 1, 2, 3. And the 3, that is a GSR cam. Same thing with this one. You got 1, 2, 3 right there. And then looking right here, these are PR3 cam gears. Pretty much all B series have stock PR3 cam gears. Now go ahead and leave in the comments if you want me to break down some more of this engine. Maybe you're looking at rear main seal, or over in the water pump area, oil pump area, you want to have a look at it and see how it breaks down. We can kind of go over this engine while it's sitting out here. And another thing right here, you can see how this pipe was welded up. Usually this has pieces coming off. This actually has a GSR oil cooler. If you look right here, sandwich. That's actually a good thing. I don't know why they bent it down, but can be utilized later. Anyhow, go ahead, leave some comments, and we can kind of dive into this thing a little bit. Now, just a follow-up on these cams, you're probably thinking, well, my 94 Plus GSR doesn't have 3 little lines on the ends of the cams. Well, that's because these are actually 92 to 93 B17A cams. I would say they're probably the poor man GSR cam, but that's what you have. It's pretty neat, huh? There's so many little different eras. This is one of those pretty much throw what you got at it, old style GSR cams. Pretty neat. To break it down real quick and summarize, as far as the cam gears, you can use any B series cam gears. Adjustable cam gears, as long as they're B series, they'll work. For the water pump, has to be a VTEC water pump, specifically a 22 tooth water pump. So that is a B16 SI, GSR, B18C1, Type R, B18C5. As far as the timing belt tensioner, any B series will work. And the oil pump, any B series oil pump will work, but VTEC oil pumps flow better. Oil pumps, you can use an LS, you can use a GSR, a Type R, you can use a B16, an SI oil pump. Doesn't matter. The VTEC oil pumps are going to flow more oil pressure, higher flow rate right out of the gate. However, there are modifications where it looks just like this on the side, this little Allen key bolt with a spring, but it's right down here. You take the oil pan off and it's right up in here, and you take it out and there's a long spring and there's this little pin valve. Well, you can slide a washer, a small little washer, aluminum or stainless steel, and about 25 thousandths of an inch, and that'll give you about roughly 10 psi at idle. So it helps with oil pressure. It's a little mod. I've done it before. It works great. Now, as far as the timing tensioner, pretty much all B series. So that's what you're going to get. You're going to get yourself GSR timing belt, B series cam gears, any type, B16 or GSR water pump, and then pretty much any oil pump B series that you'd like to use. I'm confident that everybody that does these swaps runs into this exact problem. The throttle cable bracket. Every time you go to run your throttle cable, it's either got a ton of slack or it's just not fitting right and you can't get it to line up right. Well, this is a very easy solution. Right here, I just have some deep sockets, just some small 1/4 inch deep sockets. Then you put some long bolts in there with some washers, and then you just use your original bracket. This one, I believe, is a GSR bracket. So I just spaced it out to where I need it until I got the cable taut and dialed in, and then you can just adjust it a little bit right here with the little nuts, and then you're just good to go.